Hey YouTube fam, thank you for stopping by my channel, Shay Love Hair. I am Shay, and today we're going to be going over this hair that I have installed right now, which is made by Afri Naturals. It's called Paradise Curl. So let's just get into this video. Okay, so first things first, there is an installation video out for this hair. I will put it over here in this area, and I'll also link it below in the description box. So if you haven't watched that video, I ask that you go watch that one first, because we're going to go over the installation in this video, and I want you to be able to know exactly what I'm talking about. So go watch the installation video first and then come back and let's chat. So at this point, you have watched the installation video, and first things first, you'll notice that I start out with the braiding pattern, right? So the braiding pattern, y'all know I don't take a lot of time to make it pretty. You know, I just want to make sure that it's secure. Now, when I'm doing other people's hair, when I'm doing clients' hair, yes, I go and make it pretty and all that stuff, because, you know, that's what people want, right? But when it comes to mine, no, as long as it's secure, as long as it's not too tight, I'm not worried about how pretty it is. I want to go on and get it done and get it over with, right? So for that braiding pattern, I use several different techniques, if you will. So I have like 2 perimeter braids in the back, which I will start to do all the time, because I absolutely love it, because it gives you more coverage when you're doing like updos, okay, with the hair. So I have 2 of those, and then of course I did small braids in the top, and then in the center I just kind of left a whole kind of, I guess you can call it braidless, but it was joined together as a braid. So what would you call that? I don't know what you would call that. But anyway, y'all seen it, you know what I'm saying? It's just different. To me, it's just a little easier. It's easier to put it in. It doesn't take as long to, you know, to braid. And then when you get ready to do the takedown, it is so much easier to take down. So, and I haven't had any issues. It is still very much secure. So it ain't going nowhere. And I have really fine hair, so any little look of moisture, you know, anything like that, like my hair will be slipping out of them braids so quick, but I haven't had any issues. So all right, so the hair is packaged a little different than regular crochet hair. It came with a top section, a middle section, and the nape section, and they kind of have it packaged all off. Now the nape and the middle section, those strands come doubled. And what I did was just pull them apart, because I just didn't want, like, it was just too much hair to make in a knot, and that knot was not going to be secure. Like if I had installed that whole double strand, then I would have had to tie it off, and that's just too much work. I rather just install them individually, use the hairspray method, and go on about my day. Top section is single. Okay, they are single strands. They're not double, and they're actually a bit finer. So just make sure that you have enough, because I had to kind of improvise and use some of the nape that I had left over, and just kind of had to split it out, and I had to trim it just a bit, just to like get this little section, you know, right here. So just be careful when you're using it. Make sure that you get enough. And just because I said I use 4 bags doesn't necessarily mean that's what you're going to use. You might use 3, you might use 6. You never know, because of the size of your head. So please go off of what you have used in the past, and not just what I'm saying, because I have a fairly small head. So just be careful when it comes to that. This is the first crochet hair that I have used that has been packaged that way. And the reason being is because, like, the hair is already thinned out for you. It's supposed to be made so that you don't have to cut it or trim it when you're doing your installation. And I mean, that's pretty much what it did. Now, if I didn't run out of hair for the top section of my head, then I wouldn't have had to trim or cut anything, period. So, I mean, it was already layered. It was already thinned out. So, I mean, I have no complaints there. However, I do have some remarks that we'll talk about at the end about it. But as far as what their goal was for you not having to do much cutting for the installation. They did it. I mean, they did it. They succeeded. You don't have to cut this hair. Once you install it, you can install it, lay your edges down, and move on about your day. They did that. Now, this hair, though it is made for an easy installation, it is not easy upkeep. I will not lie to y'all. Like, this hair, for the most part, I have worn it in ponytails because I just really haven't enjoyed the hair. First, let me get my personal feelings out of the way, because I don't want to use that, you know, against his hair. But I went looking for the stream. It's like a stream curl or something that they have. My hair store only had one pack, and it was like in a color, I don't know, 4 or something like that. And so I had somebody else waiting on me. I had a client that I had to get to, so, and I had to go on to get my hair, because after I was doing theirs, and then I was going to be doing mine that night. And by the time I got done with theirs, beauty supply stores would have been closed, and I would have had to wait till the next day. So I was like, okay, forget it. I'll get the one right next to it, which was this Paradise Curl. But so with that being said, I wasn't crazy about the hair anyway, not because it wasn't beautiful, because, I mean, it was, but it's not what I wanted at that time. So with that being said, the fact that I had to maintain the hair so much, I wasn't feeling it. So I ended up just putting it up in a ponytail most of the time. Matter of fact, I'm going to insert a clip of me detangling the hair once I took it down from a ponytail. Now, this detangle was just after like one day of me wearing it up, because I want to say New Year's was on a Wednesday, right? I wore my hair down that next Thursday, and then on Friday I had it back up in a ponytail. So you can imagine, if I'm doing all this detangling just from one day of wearing it in a ponytail, you can imagine how it was when I took it down Thursday to wear it after it had been in a ponytail for 2 weeks solid, right? So like, the detangle is real. Like, because it has such a thick coating on it, it tangles so bad, y'all. Like, so bad. And I don't just mean, because all crochet hair tangles, especially in the nape. You're not going to get a crochet hair that's not going to tangle in the nape. You're just not. I even think human hair, I haven't tried human hair crochet. Reason being, because I don't keep hair in long enough for it, and I don't like them little plastic bands. I need them to rethink that before we go there. But this hair, the tangling and the matting is everywhere. It's on the top, it's in the middle, it's on the back, it's everywhere. Like, you can't see it probably in looking. You probably think, oh, those curls are popping now. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, that's after me. That's after me, like, cutting and trimming. This is some of it that I had left I haven't thrown away yet. But, y'all, like, the work it takes for it to look halfway decent, to me, is just not worth it. And also another thing is the whatever this thick film on it that's causing it to snag, I think it's also breaking me out. Like, I've had hair that I have been allergic to before, not crochet hair, but it was wefted hair that I was using in a quick weave like years ago. Like, it had my face just like broke out right here really bad. But this one is really weird, because, you know, when I was speaking to my friends about it, I was like, I don't know why I'm having so many blemishes come up on my face. What's going on? And a lot of people are saying, oh yeah, me too. I think it's the weather, blah, blah, blah. But my skin has never been affected by the weather, other than if it's really, really cold, it might get a little dry around this area. But when it comes to like pimples, stuff like that, I really haven't had that to deal with. And, you know, once I got my skincare regimen down a couple of years ago, I really haven't had any issues. But ever since I put this hair in, like, I have been breaking out, but it's in the weirdest places. So I don't understand how it's being affected like that. I don't know, but literally it was like clockwork. The moment I put this hair in, my face started to break out. But it's not around here. It's like towards the middle of my face. It's like around like my nose area up in here, and like I had like one right here, and now I have one right here that hopefully this makeup will cover it up, y'all. But, you know, If it didn't, my bad. But it's just these weird places. So I'm really thinking I'm gonna take this hair out pretty soon. That's why I'm gonna go ahead and record this video for you guys to let y'all know what was up with it, how it's looking right now, because I'm kind of over it at this point. The hair, what was the price point of this hair? I think this hair was $8.99 a bag at my local beauty supply store, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, I used 4 bags, so it was very inexpensive. You definitely get what you pay for. I just don't understand, you know, why you created a hair to be installation friendly, you know, beginner friendly, but then when they put it in, then what? Like, yeah, it's easy to install, but then afterwards, if you're new to crochet hair and you're like, oh, I feel so good, you're feeling like Superwoman because, you know, put your hair in all by yourself and it looks flawless and you had to work by cutting it and all that stuff. And then 2 days later, you wake up looking like a chia pet because it's like all kind of tangles in it. You still got to go through. You still got to learn how to maintain hair. You got to learn how to still cut through it to get the tangles out. And there's no other way to get the tangles out other than cutting it. So I don't know. I don't think this is beginner friendly hair. Like I thought it was on installation because I put it in, and true enough, I didn't have to cut it really. But in wearing it, so today is Saturday. This coming Monday, it will be 4 weeks that I had this hair in. I put it in on December 16th and today is January 4th. So I've had it in a good 3 weeks. In a couple of days, it'll be 4 weeks. It'll be 1 month that I wore this hair. It is about the longest that I have worn in crochet hair, but I think that's only because it was the holidays. I was busy. I had this hair in a ponytail and I went about my life. I definitely know I wasn't feeling it a lot because I wasn't in anybody's camera. You know how I get when I'm feeling hair, like my Instagrams like blow up, my Snapchats blow up, my Facebook stories blow up. Like I'm forever doing something on the camera, in the camera, but Batman did nothing with this. I mean, it's just too much work to try to take it down, to try to make it look decent, to be able to do anything with. So, you know, I don't think this is beginner friendly hair only because of the maintenance of it. Used to maintaining crochet hair, you know, even at its worst, and you know, you just need something quick to install, then by all means, you know, this hair might be for you, but it's definitely not going to make any top list that I have, and it's not even going to make my suggestions. Like I'm not crazy about it at all. One thing you could try. Now, if it mess it up, don't be mad at me. But if I was to ever try this hair again, which I'm not, but if I ever did, I would soak it first in apple cider vinegar and try to get rid of some of the film on it first. And I feel like if you get some of the film off of it, it's not going to tangle as bad. So you could try that first. If you're going to attempt this hair, I would probably try it first to do an apple cider vinegar rinse on it. And again, if you need to know how to strip the hair, that video will be in the description box. I'll also put it up in this area over here for you guys. So I think that's it, you guys. If you have any questions, if I missed anything, if y'all know the key to make this hair successful, whatever, put it in the comment section and share with us, because you know we all family, we all trying to share, we all trying to grow, we all trying to look good. So share with us all, okay? Anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you for all your love and support. Please join me on social media. I'm on Snapchat and Instagram under Shay Love Hair. Also, we're on a Facebook group, We Love Hair. We have a lot of fun in there. Come join us and let's talk about it. But until next time, peace and blessings.